Hello ladies and gents! Welcome back to the last couple of days of November, where I'm actually already planning my end of the year videos. Jesus, where did this year go again? But that's not important right now, as I have something truly epic prepared for you. Our driver today is Mali, who has been actually featured on the channel already a couple of times before with his favorite light tanks, and he just sent me some of his best games yet. There really is nothing like schooling some tier 9 powerhouses in your little tier 6 light tank. Check this out! Alright, so here we are in our T37, this time around in an assault match on Erlenberg. Erlenberg, but there will be no derping around this time. Instead we will simply lash out on the attacking team and do quite a bit of damage, as we can also expect from the 3 marks of excellence already on the gun. Be as it may though, what's for sure is that this is pretty much as bad as it can get in terms of matchmaking for the T37. A third of the team is tier 9s and the rest are tier 8s and tier 7s, so there is plenty of armor on the enemy team that can be quite a match for this gun. Well, that is if we want to shoot them from the front. The standard 150mm of base AP penetration should still be good enough to go through the sides and rear quite reliably. I have to say the T37 is a very powerful little machine. Good mobility, good traverse speeds. A quite nice gun where really the only little bit of letdown is the accuracy with 0.36 meters. But otherwise the penetration, the rate of fire, the aim time are all good and more good news. Now let's see what we can spot right here from the beginning. We have to be very careful though, with 680 hit points there is a lot on the enemy team that can make really short work of us. And right away we bump into one of the most heavily armored foes from the front, the Tiger, tier 9 110 tank destroyer, and we still managed to sneak one in, right one through the tracks. Not a bad shot right there. And we have to be careful, we pretty much have to wait until that guy turns. After the first shot for sure we had his attention, but right now as the team zergs down, we should be able to see that guy turning, and there we go. That is our opportunity. Fortunately the gun missed the mark there a little bit. And can we get another shot? No, we even bounce from the sides. Come on gun. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. And now we can farm some really juicy tier 9 damage. The best kind of damage. Alright, so well, that was quick. They are already down by a Tiger and an SP1C. But this was a little bit too easy, wasn't it? And that pretty much means that basically the enemy team did zerg down the other side. So we just split up the map half-half, and now it's time to go after each other. We did put some really good runs there in the T37, basically chasing him into the water. And right now we can just casually farm and whoa. Well, that certainly helps. So we just did blow up that AFK 5916, and then we finish up the T37 as well. Not bad, not bad. We are just getting warmed up, even though we are already on 1400 damage in a tier 9 game, but apart from the Young Tiger, this was still very easy damage. Now that's a more dangerous opponent. The T34-100 can be actually quite bouncy from the front if we hit the turret front. Oh, you have to be careful. I think he's probably using the top cam. And that means that if that guy smacks us, he will pretty much take down half of our hit points. We are being super cheeky, he dunks it again into the wall. Wow, we just completely murdered that guy. You have to see how many shots we did actually put into him. 7 shots in the T34-100. Well, that's something, isn't it? And look at that. T-rate, very heavily armored heavy tank. But not from the side, isn't it? So again, only with spamming our standard AP rounds we are able to put a few good shots in the Löwe. Pretty sure he's still there, but we have an even better target to shoot at. That's a tier 9 tank destroyer, also completely out of position. What is going on with this enemy team? And we are not complaining. If we can shoot something as dangerous and lightly armored as this guy. Oh yes please. Some really good rounds there as well. But if we can finish off that guy, that will be a huge win for us. Come on. Yes, one more shot into the guy. And even though we see all these crazy positions from them, this was actually a little bit close a second ago, but then we took out 2 more teams, so now we are ahead of by 4 tanks, and I think this is pretty much going to be a massacre as from here. The question is, will we be in a position to actually still get some damage done? That's not really a good shot on the Löwe. But what do we see? That's a full health E75. Oh my god. And I think we will have side shots. Yes, we are. Alright, he's focusing on somebody else, and come on, it's very tough even from the sides. Alright, he turned his attention here, so let's not get ourselves blown up. We can't really go through the front, even with the APCR which we are using now, because with all the shooting we are actually out of the regular AP shells. So yeah, that doesn't happen all too often. We are going in for the kill, zooming past the E75, misses the shot, and we managed to smack one more into him. What an absolutely crazy round, but we are still not finished. There is still some more damage to be had. A T39, which guy can basically one-shot us, and an artillery. Oh, that was a very dodgy shot, just whizzing past us. Do we get the killing blow? Yes, we are. Holy cow, that was some carnage. Not so impressive, you might say. He just drove around shooting stuff. But that's the whole point, isn't it? The reason why good players often make it seem so easy is because they are simply in the right place at the right time, which is easier said than done, really. Be as it may, this was most certainly worth an ace, and we got ourselves a high caliber as well on top. In a tier 9 match, in a tier 6 light tank. Yeah. Now looking at the team results, we vastly outdamaged any of the top tier tanks, and when a tier 6 light tank schools an Object 704 in terms of damage, you know something was done right. Now of course it also has to be said that the enemy team was simply swept aside this time around, with 2 of their top tier tank destroyers doing exactly 0 damage. Oops. And last but not least, we fired 43 rounds in this match, hitting 41 of them with some pretty good marksmanship, but thanks to the tough targets and the relatively inaccuracy of the gun, we only managed to penetrate 32 of them. Alright, this was then our epic round in the T37, the tier 6 American light tank. Many thanks to Mali for sending this in, and congratulations to another great game played. I hope you guys did enjoy this little light tank destruction as well, and if you did, thanks a lot for considering giving this a like or sharing it. Tomorrow we will continue with another episode from the quite popular Arty Party series, and then I have something really special for you in the form of the original Duck Train. Thank you very much for watching everyone, and I look forward to seeing you again in one of the next videos.